Hello, everyone, and welcome to another weekly webinar at RigER. Today's webinar is going to be a little different, and we all know the world we live in now, and as part of doing our part, we wanted to recognize the importance of initiative of every business in this world to stand up and do the right thing, and also act accordingly. So in today's webinar is going to be dedicated to the latest release of RigER, release 0.92, which we called Ukraine. We'll talk about some of the features that have changed in the system. And also you will notice that our color palette has changed to support the Ukraine in their struggle for freedom. Today's agenda. So we'll talk about the latest release and what it's all about. The values is a very important part of it. So be sure to listen to what we're going to be talking about. So we'll talk about the specific features, focus on the latest add-ons such as safety module. Also, the latest addition to the RigER is the multi-currency functionality. As part of the enhancement of the DSO management and decreasing the DSO for the companies, we've also rolled out the digital stamp in the system. You'll be able to see how you can collect digital stamps using RigER. And we'll also discuss the latest release of the field service configuration in RigER. And as usually, we'll discuss what's going to be coming next, but today's focus on what's happened up to date. We'll close it with the Q&A as well. So today's presenters, you can see from left to right. Eugene, VP of Field Services, will talk about the safety and a few other things that we have enhanced the system. Michael Maltsev will do an overview, and me is going to be facilitating, Nikolai, facilitating the whole webinar today. But first things first, I'm going to talk a little bit about what actually RigER is to those of you who are new. RigER is and has been organized as the business and the product from day one to ensure that we digitize the oilfield rentals and service operations. And how we're doing it by ensuring that you have specialty modules that enable you to do the mobile tickets, but that is connecting back office and field. You have a strong and robust asset management component and modules to allow you to do the rentals and asset tracking in the system, ensuring all the while that you are running your business paperless or as paperless as possible, and also having a custom configured system for yourself, because everybody's a little different. And at the bottom of the values that are very important for us is the integration. So integration is the key part of what we offer you as a service. Some of the key areas, functional areas that RigER supports, so that you would know what it is includes the following: the purchasing, sales, oilfield services, equipment rentals with extensive asset management component, manufacturing and finance, and billing. So these are the different areas that functionally organization will be able to manage easier when you set up a RigER. Depending on your specific unique configuration, these functional areas can be in an enhanced version or in a smaller way of doing specific activities, but all of them are available in RigER. So what is RigER? In a little more deeper dive of into the functionality is you can see the different modules that RigER has in it. And since we are as I've just mentioned, provides a solution that is custom configured, we are able to, through the conversation when we start the implementation of RigER, we're able to turn on and turn off specific modules. This is how we make it a completely scalable solution for you. So all in all, there's a lot of different features and reports, dashboards, and modules, as well as integrations, and everything is combined and united in one platform. So some of the customers that we have been lucky and privileged to serve are listed on this slide. So this is not a complete list, but it's an extensive list of some of the key users. So I hope we recognize either your name or a name of your customer or a name of your partner. So feel free to join and reach out to us if you want to see how RigER can help you. And now let me pass the microphone to Michael to focus on the release 9.2 Ukraine to discuss why we're doing what we're doing and what is it that we have done on this latest release.
Hello, everyone. Thank you, Nikolai. Let's move forward. So first of all, the time right now is very important, and we have to react to the tragedy which happened in Ukraine, and it's very, very important to support the people of Ukraine and Ukrainian people and provide them help, and do not stop to support the people. And we'd like to stop this as soon as possible, and because the unprovoked war in Ukraine is a huge and unnecessary tragedy. This is what happened in Ukraine is deeply personal for us. Our colleagues around the world are united and support for our team members in Ukraine and their families, and we are going everything possible to support our Ukrainian colleagues and friends. We thank our global team members who are working tediously to ensure a consistent service, and our global customers for their support and continuous trust in us. And we right now working on the RigER existing business continuity plan, and the company is executing business continuity and the open relocation program for our Ukrainian employees. So far, thanks God, our employees and family members are safe and relocated to the safe places, but we still want to stop this, and that is why we named this new release 9.2 to support Ukrainian people. And this release is not what we scheduled. Of course, it's a tragic event, but we decided to make it happen as soon as possible. That is why we have this release today. First of all, we updating the platform, so the new platform focusing on the usability, performance, and security. So those three main components which will help us to serve our clients better. From the feature standpoint, from the platform feature standpoint, we have ability to use new interfaces, the interaction system, two-factor identifications, and new type of diagrams. There are lots of different other features, small and very useful, and you will see when we will have when we'll update the your thin client. This is very important that this update will require a new thin client, new mobile client, and new web client. So it's a very big update, and we will make this happen. That is why we will move to the new platform in very slow manner. So, and we will shift from one client to another client. Changed, we update the configuration, the base configuration of RigER, and one of the major update was safety module. So I'd like to pass Mark to Eugene, and he will overview that safety module.
Excellent, thank you, Michael. Thank you for the words, and yeah, let's review what's been updated in the safety module with this release. As some of you that are already use RigER may be aware that RigER has a safety functionality, and it's fairly comprehensive. It is customizable, so for those of you that are using it on a daily basis, it was probably adjusted to your specific operational needs. However, throughout the number of interactions with our customers, we've noticed some commonality in terms of what they would like to see in two documents, actually. And those documents being updated in this release, which is vehicle inspections and job safety analysis. Now, this slide definitely gives you an idea of where different aspects of safety functionality is being utilized. But today I'd like to kind of spend a little bit of time talking about these two documents, vehicle inspection and job safety, and items related to. We looked at different formats of vehicle inspections out there, and we've updated the actual questionnaire and the actual document with additional items. It now includes, documents, if you're transporting dangerous goods or not, if you're driving with a trailer, all the inspections, all the associated documents should be there. The ability to sign the pre-trip or post-trip inspection, vehicle inspection, been added, and there's a lot of different additional items that were added as well, such as automatic calculation of your mileage that will flow into your field tickets, and different, usability items that were considered as well when we were updating this side of things. So besides that, we also have an automated notification for that can be set up for internal and external users within your company, which means that if your vehicles are maintained by a third-party mechanic shop, they will also be able to receive a notification stating specific date, vehicle time, and who was the driver, and what sort of list of deficiencies were identified throughout the inspection process. This would help with, first of all, planning your maintenance properly, understanding what's in the queue, and also help with overall vehicle performance in the long run. Another big update that we've done was related to job safety analysis, or GSA. This document has normally been utilized before the beginning of each job. And the review of the document is an important step. Typically, it's done throughout the safety meeting, where all the participants have to review the hazards, the control measures for making sure that you can mitigate or prevent as much as possible the risk associated with those hazards, and then essentially sign it to reflect that they acknowledge the fact that they review and they understand what needs to be done to prevent any risks from becoming an actual incident. And so with that, we've applied a standard hazard principle, which is basically building the risk assessment for each individual activity, understanding what are those risks, assigning the specific risk category level to them, which is in the initial risk, then looking through what control measures required to mitigate that risk, and then again assessing the residual risk after those control measures been in place. And this overall gives you an idea again of what needs to happen in order for the job to be performed in a safe manner. And one of the biggest functionality update related to job safety analysis, or GSAs, is that now you are able to create libraries of all your activities, risk assessed with control measures. And then based on those libraries, you'll be able to create templates for individual job categories based on a specific either client or location, or even a specific job type. And that helps tremendously for the field guys to actually save time for paperwork. All they have to do is pull up the appropriate template on their mobile phone, review it with all the job safety meeting participants, make them sign it on your phone digitally. And then once it's done, this document will be saved and can be shared with whoever need be, including stored in the system for any future audits. There were a little bit of update related to, again, usability, I apologize. And that also includes reviewing the near miss incidents, which is another document that is related to your JSAs. So now all the employees will be able to create a near miss or incident report. It is categorized right now, and it's customizable. So if there's any additional information you'd like to provide, then you'll be definitely be able to do that. But in overall, again, it just gives you a really nice tool to register and record all near misses out there and incidents, to promote safety culture within your organization. And that is the key point. Also, one of the documents that is related to safety process overall is safety checklists. So if you operate any equipment out there, if you conduct any job and there are specific procedures in place for doing that task, you'll be able to record it again on your mobile device with the specific checklist, mark it off, put some comments in, and you'll have a proper record in case of any safety audit in the future. Now, all this data that's been collected throughout the RigER safety functionality, safety module functionality, now can be easily represented in a few places. We've updated our safety dashboard where you can pull the recent stats on all your JSAs, your vehicle inspections. You can see it by specific employee, by specific vehicle, or a breakdown by your clients as well. To analyze and understand where you at, see safety related performance of your staff. I think to recap, again, there has been some major updates to our functionality. It is now going to be fully available for all the current users of RigER, as well as the new ones. And the main things are, again, we have vehicle inspections that's been reviewed and updated fully. It can be now completed inside on your mobile device. If there are any deficiencies, the specifically set up recipients will be getting an email registering those deficiencies that were identified throughout the vehicle inspection. Risk assessment of your operational activities and control measures related to them or now can be stored as a library, and that is smoothly flows into the JSA or job safety analysis document, and now can be set up as in the form of a template. Safety meeting and JSA signing is now done very seamlessly on your mobile device. All the reviewing, all the hazards, all the activities and risks associated with it is now easily available, and you don't have to spend time writing anything on the paper. And then monitoring safety KPIs by different categories, such as employee, client, or specific vehicle can be done through safety dashboards. And I think with that, I'm going to pass the microphone back to Michael. Thank you again. I'm really excited. I think this is going to be a very good addition for those of you that are safety-oriented culture.
Thank you, Eugene. The next thing which we'd like to present today is a digital stamp. We already discussed that in previous webinars, and I'd like to just stress that what we did, we create the digital stamp as a digital signature with customizable fields which required for the invoice approval or ticket approval. As you see, fee, code, row 2, supervisor, well named. So all those information, all those fields that could be customizable and set up for a particular client. That's probably everything for that very simple but very useful addition of our field ticket. And I'd like to pass mic to Eugene, so he will talk about our oilfield service configuration.
Yes, thank you, Michael. I mean, there has been a lot of work completed in the direction of simplifying operations for mainly field people, because again, the usability, the time is the most important thing that we have in a day, and definitely in any way, if we could help people to improve their daily activities and save time on their paperwork, analyzing the data, definitely that's one of our biggest priorities. And so with the oilfield service management configuration, which is mainly targeting service companies out there. So we have a very comprehensive module and configuration related to oilfield rentals. And so with this release, we've also updated Oilfield Service module that basically allows you to, or configuration, my apologies, that allows you to very seamlessly and smoothly to manage your oilfield services operations. And that includes your everything starting from your sales people, generating quotes, planning the jobs, looking at what's available there in terms of units and crews and services, all the way to the invoicing. We have very comprehensive functionality for dispatch, for field supervisors. This information can be easily analyzed in various dashboards by your management, such as QHSE. Again, we just covered the safety part of it. Also, operations management, and all that functionality is just nicely combined in one place. When we look at the job dispatch and the field tickets, the key focus for the service configuration this time was really user friendliness and usability overall. So we are able not only to again simplify the flow, the data flow within RigER when it comes to oilfield services, but also help for the regular daily tasks to be completed in the less time. So one of the examples would be one-click job packages, which basically at the end of each job, you'll be able to generate a PDF, which contains all the associated documents, starting from your quote, your field tickets, your safety documents, including your invoice. And that would be a really nice addition for those of you that, again, spend a lot of time daily doing your paperwork and spending a lot of time on that.
Thank you, Eugene. I'd like to stress one more thing that we definitely spent a lot of time last 3-4 months to improve the functionality and focusing RigER for oilfield service as well, because we started with oilfield rentals, but more and more clients, they provide services, and we adjust some processes, create and improve modules and connections between documents. And another thing which we added recently, it's a multi-currency for our international clients who run the international sales. We have different prices in different currency for different clients in different countries. This is another new addition with conversion rates, and we adjust some print forms, and right now our clients are receiving invoices and quotes in their own currency. Couple important dates because this release is created literally. The last edition was created by our developers in Ukraine under bombs, which is really unbelievable. And I want to thank our development team for that outstanding results. And again, we support the guys, and we like to move forward and continue working for our clients with our team. So the standard update structure, we are updating sandbox, testing sandbox, then create the copy of the live database and update the live database, and the new module activations, if necessary, can be available with 4 tiers for our clients. And the update will start tomorrow. April 1st to April 30th. So based on the schedule which we develop internally, if you see that you can benefit from the new features earlier, just let us know and we'll move you to the tier 1 or tier 2, depending on what kind of schedule we have and what we can do. That's probably everything for today, and we open for Q&A session.
Right, let me check, Michael, if we have any questions there. Okay, we have one. Gregory is asking if the currently existing functionality, the safety-related functionality, is included in their own configuration that they currently are using. So I assume Gregory is one of our existing customers, or that would be additional cost associated with that.
No, safety module is the part of the core because we understand that safety is important for every business, number one priority for Oilfield, and we include a safety module, always include safety module with the core configuration, and any additional payments will not require for that. So it's available.
Okay. Excellent. I don't see any other questions, to be honest with you.
Okay, good. So thank you so much. Again, I'd like to use the Martin Luther King quote that time is always right to do what is right. And let's support Ukraine, let's stop the war, and let's move forward and digitalize Oilfield and make our business more efficient and optimal. Thank you so much, and see you next week with the next webinar.
Thank you.
Thank you, Michael. Thank you, Nikolai.